3 verses that changed my life. Oh, hey there. Welcome. I'm Steph, uncovering the hidden gems and secrets hidden deep inside the Word. You know, the best-selling book of all time. Oh, and I have a little disclaimer. I'm not a pastor or a preacher. I've never been to Bible school. Proof that God uses imperfect and ordinary people to do extraordinary things. So come, let's see what we're going to uncover today. Oh, and this is where you subscribe to my channel. In order to share these scriptures, I'm going to get a little personal because I know someone needs to hear this today. The first scripture is Matthew 11:28. Come to me, all who are weary and burdened, and I will give you rest. I had my first panic attack when I was just in the 7th grade, and it was terrifying. My heart was racing. I was feeling so strange and weird, and that set off a series of panic attacks and anxiety for many, many years. I felt like I was trapped inside my own body. Have you ever felt this way before? So how did I go from having anxiety and panic attacks to really taming them and having the Lord give me this peace that I was looking for? So it really started when I started my relationship with Jesus, and that was way back then when I just got out of the church relationship and started the real relationship, the studying, the fellowship, the praying, the searching, the reading the Bible. The relationship that is real, not just a bunch of rules and regulations that I was used to. And I remember everyone was picking their life verses, and that's when I stopped and started to think about Matthew 11:28, and that became my life verse. But I wasn't living my life verse. I didn't really think about it deeply. I didn't meditate on that verse. I didn't ask God to help me through that verse. And it wasn't until I started to really meditate on that verse, think about all the blessings that God has given me, really trusting God in His Word. He's asking us, all of us, come to me if you're weary, if you're heavy laden, and I will give you rest. My yoke is easy and light, and you will find rest for your souls. What an amazing feeling when I surrendered everything to Him. All the things that I'm trying to control in my life, the good, the bad, the ugly, everything just has to be surrendered. So I took everything off, the anxiety, like an old coat I was carrying around, and I literally saw myself laying it at Jesus's feet and say, take this anxiety from me. And ever since I did that, I'm not going to say I never get nervous, I don't get fearful at times, but that panic and anxiety that I used to feel for years and years is completely gone, and the peace of the Lord has filled my soul. The second verse is Proverbs 3:5-6. Trust in the Lord with all your heart and lean not on your own understanding. In all ways submit to Him, and He will direct your path. I was 41 years old, 9 months pregnant, and my water broke. So needless to say, I was about to have a baby, and I was choosing natural childbirth. You can say that I was actually really starting to freak out. But that's when the scripture, Proverbs 3:5-6, got a hold of me. It was this scripture that gave me such peace as I was headed to the hospital and headed into about 10 hours of labor. Trust in the Lord with all your heart and lean not on your own understanding. In all ways acknowledge Him, and He will make your paths straight. So when I really surrendered and trusted God with what was going to happen at the hospital, I was okay. Where in your life do you need to surrender to God completely? The next scripture is 2 Timothy 1:7. For God does not give us the spirit of fear, but of power and love and a sound mind. A few years ago, I was having some really strange neurological symptoms when I was sleeping. They would wake me up at night. They were extremely frightening and could never really figure out exactly what they were, but it really played with my mind. The anxiety started to creep in again, and I started to think about what was going to happen to me if I couldn't function on a daily basis without sleep. So I was obsessing and focusing on that instead of the Word. Let's talk about this powerful scripture for a moment. When we completely trust God and His Word, then we know that God is with us at all times, and we are going to have the spirit of power and love and self-discipline and a sound mind. So now it's your turn. I would love to know which verses in the Bible really speak to you. Which ones have helped you? What is your life verse? Leave a comment and I'd love to know. If you haven't yet invited Jesus into your heart, you can do that right now. Just ask Him and He will come. May God bless you and keep you safe. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel for more of my future videos.